I'm thinking a treasure diver, you know, adventure, treasure finder, from my buddy Mitch Warner. He's like, you know, you ought to Google me, and so the guy gets more hits on Google than I do, and actually kind of modest about his association with one of the larger salvers in the entire planet, and the guys. You actually bid on the Concordia wreck.
Yeah, the Concordia. We remove we salvage ships that run aground, put out fires, and remove wrecks that around the world. Right now we're doing work in the Straits of Malacca, 800-ton bulker.
Yeah.
And we cut it up with an anchor chain and pick it up in pieces.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And there's some decent money in the salvage business, like you wouldn't believe.
It's very high risk.
Yeah.
And very expensive. So for a company to take a risk, a gamble, for lack of a better word, then it had better pay off.
We were talking about the technique of treasure finding. What, you know, I mean, other than saying, okay, well, that's where the shrimpers go and that's where the fishers go, so we'll go everywhere where they're not?
No. Of course, after years of searching, we know where it is not. So that's from King of the Hill. We saw they were treasure hunting. But anyway, we made a dive on a fishing spot, and it was very small. It was perfect. You could tell it was an old steam engine.
Yeah.
So we tried oil field techniques of jetting sand or using a vacuum, and that didn't work. And Gary, my partner, says, hey, we're going to put one of these elbows like they use in Florida, like Mel Fisher, where they put an elbow over the propeller, and it takes the water and turns it 90 degrees down.
So it scooches out the sand very fast. Yeah, blasts it away.
We were going 56 feet of water. We were going down 6 feet. You put your beer down, throw on your mask, go down, and pick up gold coins.
You make it sound so easy.
Well, yeah, it only took 20 years.
Yeah, to be able to stumble into a spot where you can find actual pick up gold coins like you were picking up shells.
It was work.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, for me, I'd work 28 days in Malaysia, fly home, and then go out on a boat. And so, I mean, it was work. Every bit of it was work.
Yeah, but it sounds like at the end of it was fun because you're following around, chasing the bubbles that you would always, and it comes down to, it just comes down to that. What do you want to do? I want to dive. What can I do on a dive? You can fish, you can go treasure finding.
And we, first auction on the internet after we had title, the coins were conserved. Numismatic world was fired up. We had about 400 coins, 18 seconds per coin, $1.3 million.
Crazy.
That day. We found some of the best known coins of their types, and then of course we lived the dream, which during the search we always said, well, dreams are to be crushed, but no, today's the day, like Mel Fisher always
Absolutely
said.
You never know.
Keep pushing.
And gold doesn't get corrupted underwater.
Well, gold is an alloy of it'll have copper, tin, manganese, certain things in it, so it can get corrupted because those alloys will react. But on the whole, and that's only somewhat microscopically, which the coin guys are absolutely.
Yeah, don't take that off.
Oh, no, don't. They can spot any. That's a defect, so it won't grade out. Coin people grade out the coins. The finer they are, the coins are. The fewer well, yes, and the fewer they are, and they know who owns these coins, and they know. So it's a census. They know there are three that are at this level.
Yeah.
They know there are 2 at this level. Well, when they get to the level of our coins, which are in the tens of thousands of dollars per coin, they have to meet these criteria.
Very strict requirements.
So we had coins that were inside of a rock and rust that would come out and be, say, 55 out of 70. And then we had coins that were etched from seawater that wouldn't grade out, but they still sold at a great premium.
Sure, just because. Did you have any proof? Did you have any real proofs on that ship? Any MS-70s or anything that?
We had a 64 plus.
Not bad. MS-70, Mint State 70, and that is proof. I think I might have time for one real quick call. Kiko, you're on with Avery.
Hi, Avery.
Hey, good morning.
Hi, I just wanted to make a comment to you know how there's people who move to the islands and live here all their lives and never really become part of the island and the culture and lifestyle here of the island. And there's people who just come here briefly, leave, and never really felt like they left the island. No, they become part of the island. I'd like to welcome you back as an island son to your island of Guam. And welcome back, Avery.
Thank you.
That's about it.
Well, appreciate it.
Not fair.
We made the trek all around the island. I missed the muddy trail down to Tolofofo, but we're going to miss Marble Caves. But Retidian was such a joy, and I love dogs, so I'm going to go see the War Dog Cemetery Memorial.
You're going to come back now that you're rich treasure finder, and you need to come and visit the place where you spread your mother and father's ashes.
I want to do some hiking, and I ran into the security detail leader at Anderson.
Yeah.
And, they don't have the fence on the left-hand side as you go to Retidian, but it's patrolled by dogs, and I told him I was going to drop off at night and press his perimeter. And he said, come on.
Give it a shot. Hey, when you come back, let's make a date. When you come back, come on back in the studio, and we'll book more time.
All right.
And really, the lack of it has to do with more your travel schedule than my on-air schedule. But we'll get together, and I'll get you back on the radio. We'll talk nothing but diving and old Guam and all of that, all right?
And I'll send you one of our books, of which there's I'll send that to you in the meantime, and I'll be back next year for the Iwo Jima trip.
Avery Munson with us on KGUM Agonias. 10 o'clock and CBS News here, brought to you by KFC.
Buenos Aires, Argentina. The announcement made from the balcony overlooking